What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope you're doing well. Continuing my journey of Dad's Army with Mr. Mannering, Jonesy, and the rest of the crew. What adventures lie on this week's episode? I gotta stay tuned to find out. But ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. I have to be the bearer of bad news. Snacks is not included. Damn it! You gotta bring your own. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Absolutely free to do. Shout out to the patron as well. Let's get it. Let's get it. Snacks not included. Let's freaking go.
Goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Is it not a fact, Mr. Speaker, that many of our younger, fitter men joined the ARP at the outset of the war? Is it not further a fact that when the Home Guard was formed, only the older and less fit men were left? Would it not be desirable for the younger, fitter men to be drafted into the Home Guard, and some of the old war horses at present in the Home Guard drafted into the ARP, and given the task of telling us to close our curtains?
Is the honourable member for Fife Cent aware that in my constituency, hundreds of people can't afford curtains?
The honourable member has made a most valuable suggestion. I shall consult with my colleague, the Home Secretary, to see if some exchange of personnel can be encouraged at a purely local level. But let us not forget that the experience and fighting spirit of these older soldiers has been invaluable. The Home Guard is at the ready, ceaselessly on the alert. And make no mistake about it, if the enemy should set foot upon our shores, these men would be most formidable opponents.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby.
Come on, man! Don't do it to the will! I'm not enjoying this very much.
You're muddling. Take a leave of his senses. I'm sure this isn't very good for the heart.
What are you grumbling about? After the war, if anyone wants a telegraph pole delivered in a hurry, we've got a nice little business.
Well done. Don't give up. You really are doing most awfully well.
Right, gather round. Now, this sort of thing is being done by our toughest troops. And if they can do it, so can we.
Mr. Mannering, can I have something to pad my shoulder with, please? Getting red raw.
I'll have no mollycoddling in my platoon.
But the trouble is, Mr. Mannering, that Jonesy here spends half his time carrying the pole and the other half dangling.
Not dangling. I was the one that was dangling.
I was not dangling. It was you what was dangling.
All right,
I wasn't dangling.
All right, that's enough. Now, on the command go, I want to see all three sections charge across the field, under the tarpaulin, and then use their poles to get across the street. I'll stand a pint of beer to every man in the first section across.
Right, my section's going to win this. I could do with a pint of beer.
Well, don't dangle, boys. I was not dangling.
Jesus.
Try not to look quite so bored, Wilson.
I can't help it, but crawling under a tarpaulin is rather boring.
Hey, come on now, like lightning. Come on. It's you that's gone round and round, you silly old fool. Jones? Mr. Jones? 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 What is it?
We've forgotten the pole.
Right, push!
Hurry up, Jones section. Try to catch up.
Come on, boys.
This should be easy for you, Taffy, like tossing the caber.
Don't belt them, I'll toss you.
Naughty, naughty temper.
Hold the pole steady. bacon or Shenanigans.
We're not shinning, we're walking.
What do you think this is, a circus? I'm Shannon.
All right, now, if we hold hands and don't look at your feet. There you don't look at your feet. Well, whatever you do. Now, what I say, don't look at your feet. Look up. Now, look up. Look, all right. If you look up, don't look at your feet. Don't look down. Don't look down. I told you not to look at my feet.
How you blaming on my boy Pike?
What did we stop for? I didn't say halt. Oh, carry on. Double mark time. Platoon. Halt. Fall out. How in the office?
He said fall out, not fall down.
I've swallowed so much water my legs won't carry the extra weight.
Oh, goodness me. Goodness me, that was very tiring, sir.
You're just out of condition. That's all.
Are you all right, sir?
Yes, of course. Just pumping the blood so fast makes one a bit dizzy.
Oh, Slim, I don't think you should have got them to double the last 200 yards, you know.
I didn't want those chaps who fell in the water to catch cold.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Godfrey, can I come to your house and get dry, please? If my mum sees me like this, she won't let me come again.
We don't have fires on Wednesdays. Sissy stays in bed all day with a hot water bottle. You can't get the cold, you know.
Don't worry, Pikey, you can come around to my place. I can let you have a spare uniform.
Thank you, Joe.
It won't cost you much.
My man.
Dear, oh dear. That's better.
You're not going to leave those there, are you?
No, of course not, sir. Of course I'm not, no. Now, they really did awfully well, didn't they?
I thought it was a shambles. Jones's section was a joke.
Yeah, but you must say they were trying awfully hard, sir.
That wouldn't be enough when they come up against Hitler's Prussian butchers. I think we're going to have to split this platoon into two halves, you know. One half for those who are fit and strong, and the other for those who are not up to battle standards.
Yes, well, I tried that once, sir. It looked rather untidy.
How do you mean untidy?
Well, there were 2 in one half and 21 in the other.
Yes, I don't mind telling you, Wilson, that I sometimes wish I had younger men under my command.
Yes, well, others seem to be thinking on the same lines, sir.
How do you mean?
Well, this note has trickled down from the War Office, and it suggests that commanding officers look at their men's age and fitness and get together with the ARP with a view to exchanging personnel.
It's an outrageous suggestion. I shall fight that, tooth and nail.
Oh, I quite agree.
I mean, fancy my having to tell Godfrey and Fraser and Jones, I've no further use for you. You're now members of the ARP.
No, I don't think you'll have to do that, sir. You see, there's going to be a parade, and the area commander is going to choose which of us ought to go to the ARP and which wardens ought to join us.
What? I'm not having any of Hodge's rabble in my unit.
Oh, I quite agree, sir. I quite agree. Leave well alone, but, I mean, this sort of thing goes on like this. I mean, there's no end to it.
Of course not.
I mean, you say you don't want Hodge's rabble in your unit, but you might find yourself in the ARP, and this might finish as his unit. See what I mean?
What on earth are you talking about? They never give my platoon to a man like Hodges. He's a greengrocer. He know about the army.
Well, he was in the last lot, you know, sir.
No, making a difference at all. Very different kind of war, this.
Yes, well, he did come face to face with the enemy. He looks pretty fit to me, and he's a lot younger than, well, 1 or 2 of us.
Meaning me?
Well, you're not absolutely decrepit. On the other hand, you're not exactly Aubrey Smith.
Oh, thank you very much.
And then again, you're not exactly Freddie Bartholomew. Hmm?
Wilson always got to take them jabs.
Anybody there? Anybody about?
Uh-huh.
Anybody there?
At least he got in there. No way. No way. Oh, God. Ridiculous. Wait.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Is everything all right, sir?
Yes, perfectly all right, thank you.
Right.
You look like you gotta take a dump.
Sorry to have kept you, Wilson.
Oh, that's all right, sir. I thought it was stuck. You see, I put it go around the other way, I thought.
No, I was just looking at some secret files.
Ah.
I'm glad you could get here early. Do sit down. I've been thinking about that conversation we had yesterday. About... Well, sit down. And, you know, I think... I said sit down.
I'd rather stand if you don't mind, sir.
What's the matter?
Nothing at all, sir. I just feel a bit stiff, that's all.
Ah, I see. Yesterday's exercise leaving its mark, is it? Well, I must confess that I felt one or two twinges, too. Catch me in the back here, just about here.
Please don't do that, sir. I'm rather ticklish.
Wilson? You're wearing corsets. Am I right?
It's a gentleman's abdominal support.
Gentleman's abdominal support, my foot. It's corsets. You're a rum cove. You wear that uniform like a sack of porridge. And in some ways you're as vain as a peacock.
It's nothing to do with vanity, sir. I just don't want to be drafted into Hodge's mob, that's all. I'm really rather proud of this platoon. I think you've done wonders in getting us all together the way you have. I really mean that. So I just think it pays, at the moment, not to look any older than one needs.
I'm sorry, Wilson.
That's all right.
It's very kind of you to pay that tribute to me. Very kind. I realize it doesn't come easy to a cold fish like you. Here am I pouring scorn on you, and I had no right to, really, no right at all. I have to tell you, Wilson, that I, too, have taken some steps to look more virile.
Ah. Oh, my God, it's not monkey glands, is it?
No. Now, as drastic as that.
Ah.
What do you think of this?
Oh, it's awful.
Yes.
No, it's awfully good. Awfully good. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
What's up, Wilson?
Damn.
You might snap your girdle.
Oh, man. Good moment.
The result was, I was beneath him, if you follow me. Aye, just like this. Now, as true as I'm standing here, peeking out from under the brim of his hat was a wee kiss cuddle.
Oh, dear, that doesn't sound like Captain Mannering at all.
Precisely, it's my opinion, the man's getting soft in the head.
Listen, I think one of us ought to go into the office and have a butcher's.
Well, I'm not going. I've seen it, I tell you.
You go, Pikey, you're the youngest.
Oh, that's not fair. No, we ought to dip for it.
All right, then let's dip for it, go on.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's you. Go on.
No, just a minute. You haven't finished yet. O-U-T spells out you must go. It's you.
No, you've got to find some way of getting to talk to him, and then get yourself down below him in some way so that you can look under the peak of his carp. You understand? You're not listening to me, boy.
He cheated.
Yeah, look, never mind about that. Now, listen, when you go into the office, you're going to have to make some sort of excuse. Yeah, I know. Look, say that you think we ought to go down to the local regimental barracks and get a bit more practice on the miniature firing range.
Right. Hey, how did you do that?
Well, at least we can keep the men as fit as possible. So I suggest we have one extra period of physical training.
I imagine you'll be taking that, sir?
No, you will.
Oh.
I also think, sir, that as well as, and in addition to also, we should do 1 hour of bayonet fighting practice, sir. We don't do it as often as we used to of yore. There's no doubt about it, sir. The cold steel puts fear into the heart of the Boche. They don't like it, sir. They don't like it, especially up them, so they don't like it. I remember a good example of this when I was outside Wipers. I was in the trench, yes, and this big Bavarian come down, and I whoop. And
yes, all. Yes, right, I'll make a note. Go rejoin your section.
Yeah, very good, sir.
I don't like
Come
it.
in.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, Jones, all right.
Thank you.
Off you go.
Thank you, sir.
Right, off you go now, Jones.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right,
Get
all right,
out.
get out. Off.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Pike, what is it?
Barracks.
I beg your pardon?
We, haven't done it for a long time.
What on earth are you talking about, boy?
We ought to go and shoot at the targets with miniature rifles.
Are you all right?
Yes?
You're wearing corsets?
Am I what?
I asked you a straightforward question. Are you wearing corsets?
I didn't know we were supposed to.
Start again, Pike.
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I rejoin the platoon? There are one or two things I want to say to the men.
No.
All right, thank you very
Go
much.
ahead.
Sir. Thank you.
Now, Pike.
Well, the men asked me to ask you if we could do more of it.
I'm sure they didn't ask you to pray for it.
Yes, yeah. Anyway, we thought if we went down to the local one and borrowed theirs, we'd be better at it, because we'd have had more practice with it than they would. Oh, dear. How careless of me. I've dropped your papers on the floor. Don't worry, Mr. Mannering. I shall pick them up for you.
Pike, do you mind telling me exactly what you're up to?
See, the point is this. He's doing it because he doesn't want us to be split up and drafted into the ARP. And let's face it, we really wouldn't want to lose him, would we?
No.
At the same time, he's very sensitive about it, so please try and not to stare. I mean, just treat it as something quite ordinary and every day, and nobody will get bothered. But do please promise me one thing, chaps. Don't laugh.
Oh, boy.
Right. Fall into 3 ranks.
Right, get fed in. You heard what the officer said. Come on, get fed in 3 ranks. Come on now, get fed in 3. Right, so we're falling in 3 ranks, sir.
Thank you, Corporal. Soon. 10. Hut! Now, it's come to my notice that certain aspects of my appearance are causing a certain amount of speculation and some hilarity. Now, I'm not a man to beat about the bush. So here it is, straight from the shoulder. I am wearing a toupee. A wig, if that makes it any clearer. So if any of you want a good laugh at my expense, now's your chance. Because I'm going to show it to you.
Personally, I think it makes him look older.
Well done.
Yeah, well, you see, the thing is, Mr. Hodges, you might find yourself doing left turns, right turns under Captain Mannering. And I mean, you don't get on, do you?
Don't get on. Blimey, I'd rather serve under Captain Bligh. Here, only £0.5 of their onions, Mabel. They're like gold. Shove them under the counter.
Well, you see, the thing is, if your hair was a bit greyer, you might not look so young and fit.
What do you mean, young and fit? With my heart and my nerves, I'm a physical wreck.
I mean, it's silly, isn't it, to take chances? Now, look, I've got something here that will make your hair white instantly. Mind you, it's a bit expensive. And I can only let you have an ounce. But to you, it's £1. Now, are you on or not?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want to take any chances, do I?
Now, good, man, I'll bring it round right away.
I love Walker, man.
I like you very much. I think you're grand.
What's a mess?
Let me come in and talk to you for a minute.
Creepy.
I'm sorry about the candles. The blinds are a bit thin for the glare of the gaslight.
I like candles. They're more romantic.
What would he be wanting?
Well, it's like this. Mr. Godfrey and I, we've been looking in the mirror, and we decided that if the General picks on anyone to go on the ARP, it'll be us three, because we're three the oldest.
Man, you're right. I haven't slept a wink for brooding on it. Aye.
You know that old Mr. Armstrong?
Him that passed away last month? Aye.
Yes. Well, you managed to make him look not a day over 60, and he was nearly 97.
I'm on the do say have a rare skill at beautifying the late lamented. Well?
Well, could you make Mr. Godfrey and I, could you do the same for us?
Hey, man. That's a challenge and no mistake.
We'd be very grateful.
Yes, and you wouldn't be out of pocket.
Uh-huh. Away into the next room and lie on the slab.
You understood. I love you anyway.
Right, pay attention, everybody, please. Would you please fall in, quick as you can. There's a good chance.
Where's Mr. Jones, Mr. Fraser and Mr. Godfrey?
I think they're leaving it till the last minute. When Captain Mainwaring sees him, he's going to have kittens. Right there.
Come on, hurry up. Come on, chaps, hurry up. Come on. Come on, Godfrey.
Young studs.
Oh, there you are.
Wow.
Oh, right.
Right, Jones. Fall in, quick as you can. Come on.
You come on, Jones. You come.
There you go. Right.
I'm sorry, Sergeant, only without my specs, I'm a bit hard of seeing.
Yes, of course. Right. Right, squad. Wait for it, Jones.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. I'm a bit too alert this morning.
Yeah, of course you are, yes. Right, squad. Return. Shoot.
Is that better?
No, it wasn't really much better, but never mind. Platoon ready for your inspection, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant. Now, I think you all know me well enough to know that this inspection by the area commander is very much against my wishes. However, orders are orders. But if any of you are urged to join the ARP against your wishes, I shall complain to the very highest authority possible.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. I think you'll be all right, Pike.
Thank you.
And you, Walker. Turn about.
Wow.
Who is this?
I think that's Jones, sir.
Jones? What on earth have you been doing to yourself?
I didn't want to leave you, Captain Mainwaring, nor these brave troops that you captain and I, Lance Corporal. Private Fraser fixed me up.
What's the meaning of this, Fraser?
What did Horace say, Winnie?
He's not speaking very plainly this afternoon, so on account of his cheeks, he's puffed out with cotton wool.
Did you know about this?
Yes, I did, sir, but I turned a blind eye to it.
Well, you've no business to. I'm the only one with authority to turn blind eyes. Go. Whatever's happened to you?
Well, Mr. Fraser's fluid, sir. It stretches the skin.
Insane.
This is ridiculous. Looks like Madame Butterfly. Get it off at once.
I don't think I can, sir.
How long does it last, Fraser? What did he say?
He says he's never dug anyone up to have a look.
Wow.
There you are, Napoleon. How dare you barge in here like that in the middle of a parade? What do you want?
Clear off, will you?
I just wanted you to know, if you've got any ideas about getting me into your shaft, forget it. Look.
Very distinguished.
Not bad, eh?
Wait till he tries to get it off.
I don't think why you went to all that trouble.
Why? Because I'd rather look 107 than serve under you, that's why.
I see. Pity it doesn't show under the hat.
Well, what if it doesn't? I'll stoop, that's what I do. I stoop a bit. Yeah, stoop a bit. They're not getting me into your squad, Marion. The way I'm going on parade, they wouldn't even have me in the Chelsea pensioners.
Now, I don't approve of this ridiculous charade. It's too late to do anything about it. So be it on your own heads.
It's rather witty, sir.
Carry on, Sergeant.
Right, sir. Attention. To left, turn. Either right, quick, march. Left, wheel.
Man.
Didn't pick any of them. Looks as if you got away with it.
I sincerely hope so, sir. I really do apologize.
Congratulations, Mannering. You certainly used your initiative in a crisis.
We do our best, sir.
I didn't see anything, of course. Hope it comes off all right.
I expect it will.
Oh, no, 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 no. No.
He's just got it over in time. Give the old boy 3 chairs and I'll buy you one in the Pikes.
Yes, sir.
Blimey, here it comes.
Number 1 platoon, 3 cheers for the General. Hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Hip, hip, hooray. Oh, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a banger, man. This is going to have a lot of scenes I will not forget. We got to talk about it. Hold on a second. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. Appreciate y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, thank you for hanging out with me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode alongside me. But man, there was a lot of great moments on this episode, a lot of funny moments here. But you know, with Mannering, you got to be careful what you wish for. A lot of times I tell that to people too. Be careful what you wish for. Sometimes potentially it could happen. And when he was talking to Wilson and he was like, you know, sometimes I think, or I wonder, you know, I wish I would essentially have some younger troops and stuff like that. That's what Wilson pulls up with that letter from the War Office, and he's like, yeah, that could easily happen. So never would I ever want to be any sort of switcheroo between the ARP and my boys, the Home Guard and stuff. The way they got it is picture perfect and stuff. And ideally, yes, it would be probably more beneficial to have more younger troops in the Home Guard. But nah. We don't want none of that. We have the finest regiment here with my boys Fraser, Godfrey, and Jonesy. Man, imagine having to tell them that they got to leave and stuff like that, even though I feel like, yeah, Mannering would 1,000% fight to keep these guys. And listen, they all did things, although, Mannering was like, it was too late. It's too late now, boys. Funny as hell moments there from start to finish. I got to say, Wilson, jabbing at my boy, Mannering on this one. I have never seen him laugh so hysterically there, man. Yo, that laugh is a laugh that, man, somebody is truly, making fun of you at the highest level, man, like really going in on that, on that hair. So great scenes. Also that training, I guess that training exercise that was going on with the poles and stuff and going under, I guess the tent or whatever it is. That was hilarious too. Frazier wants to do it one way. You got freaking my boy Jonesy's like, everybody stand up, don't look down. And I believe he was the first person kind of looking down. Maybe Pike was a little bit too, but man, I love how Pike just constantly gets in trouble. If it's not one thing, he didn't get called stupid boy on this one, but man, he gets the blame a lot of times sometimes, and they volunteer him in so many instances here. And Walker screwing him out on that game. Was it Eeny Meeny Miny Mo, something like that? Screwed him out there. He cheated, god damn it, man. But I thought obviously he's the guy that's gonna have to break this shit down. So crazy moments with him. With Mr. Mannering, him dropping his stuff and talking, hey, yo, what's really going on? But, he had to break that shit down. Listen, the guys were talking, Frazier's going to be the biggest guy that's going to be talking smack there. But I got to say that, for all the shit sometimes that we give Wilson and how sometimes his demeanor can be, I guess more of a softer touch than Mannering is like more, hey, tension, like that he had Mannering's back a little bit, where he was like, guys, make sure you don't put some emphasis, what you might see here, don't make it, So I think he was really nice with it, and he gave him some nice praise there too. So that's, it feels like not heard of. Like, it feels like that, yeah, it's not something that this guy is normally going to be doing. So it was kind of a nice moment there. Again, them going back and forth there. About potentially being old. Again, imagine Mannering is the one that gets switched out, then the freaking warden gets switched out there. Oh my god, no, I don't want any of that. But just the possibility of the the switcheroo possibly with this trading of troops led for this crazy fun filled episode here. You had Walker come through in the clutch, obviously the warden. When you have something going good for someone out, obviously like a higher authority to come out and to switch things that you guys have grown accustomed. You guys have been in the trenches essentially, working, together. That bond right there will carry you far more than getting some younger troops and stuff. So that trust factor, that bond that's been going on, essentially kind of like a band of brothers. So, I did not want no damn younger crew here. So funniest moments here, Walker singing, shaking up the jar, about to make him something that's going to die, the warden's hair, white, gray, whatever. And then these guys going into knocking on, this guy has his, funeral business, Frazier has his funeral business, and these guys knocking in, man, they need to look younger. And I think, honestly, good idea, because, yeah, they do make, essentially, the people look good, when you're dead and you're in the coffin and all that stuff. They are making you look your best, at least from the face up. From what I hear, they don't really work too much with the feet because I guess it swells. I think at least that's what I've been told. But man, those scenes with Jonesy, he can't see. He's blind as a bat. I can relate. Hitting myself a lot of times in the nighttime. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm banging on something because I can't see. I don't put my glasses on in the night when I'm going to the bathroom. We just wing it. So, him, bouncing around. He's in the wrong place. He's still never gonna get that. When everyone is doing that, stand still, like everyone, his feet rhythm is always off. I don't think he's ever going to get that correct, and I hope he never does. Yeah, it was great, but seeing their faces when it started getting a little close up, Jonesy, and it just progressively was getting worse and worse. I think maybe Fraser's was probably the worst. Oh, God, man, I wish I could just screenshot. I should just go screenshot those 3 pictures because, man, if a picture, they say a picture could, have 1,000 words, there's a lot of different story or whatever. That a picture tells a lot with what they were doing right there. If I had a picture for that, man, oh my God, the stories that we would tell out of that moment. So I don't think I'll ever forget that moment. That is gonna be it's a top tier moment for me there. Just seeing their faces, this guy mumbling, not knowing, I never really dig him up, so I don't know how long this is gonna last. Great moment there. Again, when Mannering was, smuggling something there, you knew something was up. That was crazy. And then you see the wig. That was such a great moment there. He's checking himself out, putting the hat on, losing it at the at the end when everyone started laughing. Guys, laugh away, and boom, that's gone. And then the corset business or corset. Yeah, something was up. I thought looked like he had something too. That, or I thought he had the shits and stuff, but obviously I knew he had something under his outfit there. But man, this was a dope episode. A lot of funny moments. We will not forget it. Warden was great as well. And I think that we got the happy ending, and then all that, I guess, that makeup stuff coming out at the end with the thunderstorm coming, picture perfect moment there. So still enjoying the show? Check. Funny moments? Check. Jonesy's still my favorite? Check. But we love Godfrey. We love Walker. I mean, guys, ladies and gentlemen, there really is no wrong characters on this show. As far as the main characters that get a lot of attention, I think that they all just really deliver a lot of memorable moments. Godfrey, Mannering, of course, he's up there for me too. I freaking love Mr. Mannering. So, great episode, great show, continuing my journey. You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Just thanks for accompanying me. Really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Those are things that help out the channel and are, free to do. If you already do those things and you're commenting, you're liking, you already subscribed, man, I cannot thank you guys enough. We'll still continue thanking you guys because massively appreciate it. Shout out to the patches as well. Thank you for going, above and beyond as well. That's extra support helps out the channel tremendously. It's just a simple way. It just helps me get things, sometimes we have to put things in different platforms and, those things cost. So that just helps out straight up. So thank you guys. We'll see you soon. Take care. Be well. More Dad's Army Journey coming your way soon. So peace out. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend.